Hi, welcome to Ski Talk. I'm Steve, the CEO of SkisDOTcom, and today I have Rick, our Salomon rep. Rick has been with Salomon for how many years?
19 years.
You probably know a few things about boots then.
Couple, yeah.
All right, well, we're going to talk about the Quest Access 60 and 70 for men. I've got the 60, you've got the 70.
Yep.
So the first thing I noticed on this boot is it has only 3 buckles. Is that a defect? Did they forget to put a buckle on the boot?
No. Idea for this level customer is to make it a little bit easier, a little more convenient. So with the 3 buckle design, lighter weight, easier to get in and out. Super simple.
Now, the features on the boot, are the buckles micro adjustable?
At this level, yes. You do have 2 micro adjustable buckles, so you can get a little bit of adjustment there. But again, we want to keep it super simple. So the upper buckle also is a ratchet style. So again, keep it less things for this customer to worry about.
So the idea being is that you can adjust the buckles more. If you feel like you're like between one of the 2 different steps of the buckle, you can kind of twist it to fit in the middle.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. All day comfort.
I also noticed there's a ski walk feature on the back here, which I personally love in boots. Can you describe that?
Greatest feature ever invented. You know, one, it allows to, you know, if you hit a long lift line during those holiday ski days, it allows you to pop this open, put it in a more upright stance, making it a little more comfortable on the lower leg, or, you know, for the whole skier. And then also when you're walking from the car up to the lift area, or even if you're at the end of the day and you're doing a little after ski happy hour, you can just pop this into the bar mode and do some dancing too.
Exactly, yeah. You pop it up and it's just so much easier to walk in.
Exactly.
For sure.
And then when you are ready to ski, just click it down and, you know, flex forward to make your first turn, and it locks right into place.
Now let's talk about the width on these boots. This is a 104 last, which in the ski boot world is a relatively wide boot. This is more of a sort of a recreational boot that is designed for really comfort, correct?
Exactly. You know, and again, this customer, yes, they want some performance, but really they want all-day comfort, and they want warmth. So, you know, it's not going to be a bucket fit. It's going to hold the foot, but it's really going to give them that ease of fit. Not a lot of break-in time, in other words.
Okay, and so this one in my hand is the 60, and you've got the 70. They're basically the same boot other than the flex, correct?
Yeah, so this would be for a little bit more aggressive skier and or maybe a little bit more athletic or a heavier weight skier.
But these are both for intermediate grade skiers, correct? So this is really a boot for maybe a first-time skier who is getting out of rental and wants to start skiing with their own equipment, correct?
You bet, exactly.
And that would be more for a person who's either a little more athletic but is still a beginner intermediate skier, or somebody's just kind of cruising on the greens and the blues, right? Okay. All right, I think that pretty much describes the boots. Did I forget anything that's important?
No, I think that covers it. Probably the only other thing I'd throw in there is that, again, for this skier that's, you know, just starting and kind of trying to figure it out, we do also include an easy walk sole on them so they get a little better traction as well. Okay, great. So very comfortable, easy to fit boot for that beginner intermediate skier. There you have it. That's the Quest Access 60 and 70 from Salomon. I'm Steve. Thanks for joining us on Ski Talk.